I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Amy. Let's discuss.
Why was I about to say Love on the Spectrum? Because I'm so excited to watch the new season.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
I'm so excited.
When does it
to
start?
watch it.
Next week?
April 12th, right? Same day as Euphoria comes out, or it might be a couple days apart.
I can't wait.
Yes, I'm very excited.
So excited.
I just saw Tanner from Love on the Spectrum on his TikTok talking about why he's not on the new season.
He's not?
No, and it's because he said he's not ready for a relationship and he's not ready to settle
Oh,
down and
he's
get
one of my
married.
favorites. He's so
And yeah.
cute.
And he's like, you might see me in other stuff. Wink, wink. So hopefully we get to see him in some show soon. And he also
Yeah.
said one of his dreams is to like it was either to be on a kids show or to create a kids show.
Oh, I could
So,
100%
which
see
would
that.
be so incredible. I would definitely watch that.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like it would be great.
Yeah.
Perfect for
So
him.
sad he won't be on the season, but happy. He's like, this is my truth. And I'm like, yes, King.
Oh, I have to look that up. I'm following him. I don't know. I haven't seen that.
I know. I feel
Because my
everybody.
feed is all like political stuff right now. And dogs and
I know.
Yeah.
And my stupid bi-curious... No, I'm not going to say stupid. I think it's actually a masterpiece. But I'm on bi-curious George TikTok, not TikTok, on Instagram. And
is so
Modern
funny.
Camely, but mostly bi-curious George. And it's so funny. It's like, you know, the equivalent, I feel like back in the day when like people would read like the like comics and like the news.
yeah,
That's what I feel like it's the equivalent to right now.
because
but,
you get like a little
bit-
daily.
Yes, exactly.
funny
Because it has
clip.
actual plots to it, even though they're like really stupid and kind of raunchy. Like
Oh my god.
I just
I
brightens
love
my
that
day up
one.
a little bit, and it's better than brain rotting. You know.
Yeah, I mean that one is kind of like the old comics because like
It's
they're
hand-drawn.
hand drawn and you just swipe through. They're not animated.
Yeah.
I love that one that I keep sending to you, the Briar horses.
Oh my god, the Briar horses, and then also the Calico Critters ones are
The Briar
so
horse one, the
freaking
mom is
good.
so funny. She's like, "You're gonna make a fool out of me."
I know. I love the Calico Critter ones because it's like
Oh my god, those
it's like
are
the cutest
best.
little animals, and they're like, "Ugh, I'm using drugs again, and the.
You call this a latte?
No, literally, like the drama. Like people
Oh my
fully
God.
think these plots through. Like they know what they're doing.
No, I
really also
really
want to see what
enjoy
these
those
people
accounts.
look like behind the screens. Like I wonder how old these kids or people.
Probably
are.
some like mom who like is bored when her kids go to school or something.
I know, or like
but-
some older like sibling or some shit. Like with
You
their
never
kids
know.
still-
Yeah, because some you can tell they're like kids, like younger, but some like definitely are adults.
Yeah,
But,
it's so funny.
oh my gosh, I can smell our snack of the
Anyways,
day.
hi, I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Amy, and we're on Patreon. Please check out our Patreon. The link will be here on the screen because of our amazing editor. And for a low, low price of $5 a month membership for our account, you're going to get access to our couch karaoke videos.
So professional and well done.
Amazing singing
And-
by us. And also some extra food reviews and some other behind the scenes footage that we'll add from time to time. So check us out, and thanks for your support. Wait, should we do sound of the day first?
Ooh, yeah, sure. One,
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Release him.
I think so we are
Yeah.
doing a rare morning podcast. We
It actually feels
usually
refreshing to do a morning podcast.
I am preferring this actually
I think I am preferring this as well.
because we're a little more like
Lively.
alert. That's why our hair looks so well. My hair never looks good,
I
you
think
guys,
my hair looks
but
okay.
my hair, I went to bed with it wet, so it's standing out in like 10 different places. But and I don't care because I'm not going anywhere today except for here on this couch. But
No, I walk in the house and it's like she like never moves from the couch, and she's doing.
that is
things.
not true though. That is not you. I swear to God, you
That's
always
just
walk
my
in right after I
opinion.
sit down. After I like cleaned the whole
Sure.
kitchen,
It's like
emptied
when
the
we're-
dishwasher,
it's like-
did 10 loads of laundry, took the dog on a 3-mile walk, and then like I come in and sit down, and then she's like,
It's like how
God,
we
you are
joke-
always on this couch. I swear to God.
It's like how we joke about the dog going to the Frito factory when we're not home. It's like that, but it's like actual shit that my mom does.
Yeah, you just imagine that I've never left this spot from the time you leave here and come back. I swear to God, it's because I always sit down like before you get here. Like,
Even the times when I come during the day, you're like usually right.
I know,
on
but it's
the-
because I'm like in and out like all throughout the day. I don't like go to an office from 9 to 5 and then like come home and sit down at 5 o'clock. Like,
I know. It's just funny.
Like, yeah, I'm like in and out a lot during the day.
No,
I
you
swear
are.
to God.
You are. And I feel like most of the stuff you get done early in the day and I come back in the afternoon usually.
Yeah.
So that could be a part of it too.
Yeah, I mean, I will admit, once the evening rolls around, like late afternoon, evening, like, yeah, I'm on this couch a
You're a
lot
certified
more.
couch potato. Like, even if you're doing stuff, like, you love to be sitting on the couch.
Well, I'll
nowadays,
take my
not
computer
at
and
the
sit
kitchen.
here at the
Yeah,
couch.
exactly.
I do.
That's-
I
it's like
work
she's
from
doing
my
nothing.
computer all day, like pretty much here, because my butt gets tired from sitting on a hard chair. I get tired of sitting in
honestly,
office
real.
chairs
It's
or like the
how
kitchen chair.
It's when I was applying to a lot of jobs, I used to just sit on my bed or like lay on my bed and go on Indeed on my phone and apply to all of them. Cause you're still doing the same thing. You're just not on a desk. Like, I'd rather be in my comfy bed.
Yeah, I'd rather be comfy.
Agreed.
So yeah, so it's morning and we're
morning,
feeling a little fresher.
I'm in my
and
pajamas. I went to the klerb for the first time last night.
she went to a youth
so I
klerb.
thought I would be dead this morning, but I'm not. And if you're like, wait, how did Aubrey go to the club and she's not 21? I went to an 18 plus club. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
It was very fun. To all the people who I lied to and gave them all different. I told them all that I had different names. Sorry.
So people were like, "Are you the girl from Modern Family?" And you were like,
Either
"Wait,
I
let's
went by my
wait,
stage
let's role
name
play
list.
this.
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
Aubrey in
Here's
the
me in the
club
club.
last
I'm like-
night."
I'm like-
I'm like, "Oh my god, oh my god, are you the Modern Family girl? Are you Lily?"
And then I started doing it in my regular voice, but then I started using my high-pitched voice
no.
like this so people tell me that I don't sound like her.
Stop it.
And people can barely hear you in the club anyway. And I'm like, people tell me I look like her all the time. Oh my god.
So did
literally,
people
I'm
believe?
Like her
do you think people
twin.
believed you?
No.
They're like,
No.
that's her.
But, and then some people
funny.
I'd be like, yeah, but I'm just having fun tonight. And so I'll
leave
say-
it alone.
Yeah, I'll say that I'm just having fun, so I'm not taking photos for the night. Which sounds like this like stupid self-centered thing to say, but it's true.
No,
I'm having
it's
fun.
not.
Do you want do you want random people coming up to you in the club? Like, and I'm not obliterated really. Like I truly wasn't like obliterated or anything. I just don't want my photo taken in the club because I don't feel like it.
Yeah,
I'll dance with you. I'll give you a hug. I'll have a fun time with you if I meet you in the club. But
The
I don't
club.
know. I don't be feeling it when it comes to photos and stuff. If you want to meet me at the club, don't even mention my name. Just come up to me and say hi and dance with me. Because because yeah, it's just you know what I mean.
And now you know.
I think you'll
Club
have much
etiquette
You'll have
when
much,
you meet a famous person.
You'll have much more fun with me dancing than taking a photo with me and then leaving. So yeah. Anyways,
And then I'm sure people just took like photos of you anyway from like a distance. So
which
whatever.
is like great because then that's
It's
like
fine.
paparazzi.
Oh my god, Aubrey was at the club.
Aubrey was at the club. Sue me. And so today, after the club, I walked to.
Did
Jones
all
on
of your
3rd.
friends sleep here last night?
Not Ivy. Ivy went home.
Okay.
But yeah, Clea and
Hi,
Zion slept
Ruby.
here last night. So yeah. Then we got matchas this morning. And so, onto the bev. We have Jones on 3rd, iced lavender matcha with regular milk is the bev.
And I am drinking an Americano that I made with my Illy espresso machine and hot water from my Zojirushi hot water dispenser. And I'm drinking it in a Kimberly Akimbo mug.
Hell yeah, you are.
Hell yeah, Kimberly Akimbo.
And-
But we are very excited for our food review.
And I also, I told him, I was like, I might just eat my regular food on the podcast this morning. I also have a 2-day-old leftover Jones burrito that I had sitting in the fridge. So
And that I took
plopped
2
that
bites
in
of
the
while she was
microwave.
in the bathroom.
Yeah, that bathroom fears me after that. Yeah, I was on the toilet no, I'm not going to say that. I was on the toilet for like 10 minutes.
TMI. No, I mean, we're famous people. They're just like us.
Their shit also stank.
We also take dumps. Okay. I'm excited for this. As many of you know, if you're a fan of Aubrey, she is mildly obsessed with
Dubai chocolate.
Dubai chocolate, like the pistachio
I
chocolate
know
situation.
some people are like that's cringy as shit, and I just don't really care at this
She
point.
still loves it. It doesn't matter if it's not trending anymore. She still loves it.
I know, it's like you can buy bulk packages of Dubai chocolate at Costco now. Ain't no way like one specific type of chocolate that was popular in the Middle East got so popular here that we're selling it in bulk at Costco.
I mean,
Like, it's actually nuts.
Well, I was in Costco and I saw this item and I debated between the bulk bag of Dubai chocolates, they're like individually wrapped chocolates, which was more expensive, but also I was like, I'd rather do something different. And this looks different.
It's not as unique.
It's the La Vie Gourmand pistachio cream and roasted. How do you say this? Kadaif? You know the crunchy stuff that's in Dubai chocolate.
Please tell us if you know.
I don't want to.
I hate butchering stuff like that. I never want to.
Kadaif.
It's
brioche. It's a brioche with pistachio cream filling. Oh.
It's like when I heard that white girl call the new Starbucks Ube drink Oob.
Oob.
Try the new Oob drink with me at Starbucks.
So, this comes, I did not realize, but there's 2 in here. So we have 2 of these. Ooh, someone's getting stopped by the popo right outside. And you literally just microwave this for 45 to 60 seconds. And you have a warm, delicious, bready
It looks
treat. And we're going to try it
delicious.
now. And it's like monkey bread. You just pull it apart. All right, I'm really
I'm
excited
doing the
for this.
artist way right now. And it was talking about like all these different things that you could do for like creativity that don't necessarily have anything to do with creativity or like how certain smells evoke things. And I was just thinking, I was like, I should make monkey bread because that's such a childhood thing.
I used to make it for her every
I feel
morning
like
for
that
her
could be a fun,
birthday.
creative, non-creative thing that would like spark something within me. Anyways, that just made me think of that.
Or just
because-
eating this Costco bread.
Let's
Ooh, it
see.
smells really good. I hope the cream is inside the bread because
It is. I see it.
Oh,
Look,
you
it's
s-
on my finger.
Oh, yes, it's also on my fingers. Okay, I'm very excited for this. Ready? Cheers.
Cheers. The
Oh, it's
crunchy
good.
bits.
The thing that we can't pronounce. It's really nice and crunchy.
The oob.
The oob inside of this. The oob.
The oob. Wow.
It's like a King's Hawaiian bread, but better. Stuffed with pistachio cream and the stuff.
I will say, like, the only
It
thing that
has stuff.
changed is I wish the bread on the bottom was a little bit more moist.
I think because we've been sitting here talking for several minutes. I think you're supposed
Yeah, maybe it's
to
my
heat it and then eat it. Right, heat it and eat it immediately.
But it's really good. It's nice and
It's
soft.
good.
This cream inside is so delicious. 8.5 out of 10. Maybe
Yeah.
a 9.
I give it 8.5 or 9. We're
That's
very
delicious.
indecisive, but yeah. I mean, I think it's totally worth it. In one of our last videos, somebody commented it was disgusting hearing us eat on
You said that on the
high
last
quality
one
microphones.
too.
I said it, but you know what?
Calling them out again.
Again,
Maybe this podcast
too
just
bad.
isn't for you then. Because,
Maybe food just isn't for you.
yeah. Maybe this big back podcast is not for you.
All right, my fingers are very sticky now. Can you hear our dog chomping her jaws in the background? She's like,
Ruby.
"Are we eating without you? I'm sorry."
Gosh. We have
Poor
the
thing.
cutest damn dog.
Man, she's the best dog on the planet. You may think that your dog is cool, but compared to our dog, your dog is shit.
I know. I mentioned, well, I was like,
Dog
maybe
is-
we should talk about pets today on the podcast. And my mom's like, no, people don't want to hear about that. So let me know if you guys do want to hear about that because we've had a lot of pets, including farm animals as well. She had a horse growing up. I've had horses growing up. We've had a lot of dogs.
Girlfriend,
And
sit down.
I could also talk about the pets that were on Modern Family. Yes, I could. I could talk about Larry. I could talk about
Oh, Larry!
when we had the petting zoo episode. I could talk about
Should
if
we
we
just
did a pets
do?
episode. We could
Should
talk
we
about
just
all
do
that.
the pets episode?
No, what is it called? We were gonna discuss family.
We were
drama.
gonna talk about
Oh, wait,
family drama.
Let's do family drama and let us know if you guys want an episode on pets. Maybe next time.
Look at my screen.
Aw, see now you can see our cute boo boo, our little cute doggy.
Okay. She's
some people might think she's ferocious and vicious.
Look at
And
this.
that's just not the case.
Look at this baby fish.
I know, literally, like, you could do anything to Ruby and she would not hurt a fly.
She's a gentle lady.
She might chase after a squirrel, but that's about it.
She can see out the window right now, so she's staring. She's not used to
no.
being able to see out the window.
Hates seeing out the window.
She gets a little concerned when she sees a lot of stuff out there.
We also
Aw,
have
honey.
water as a bev today. Okay.
Ruby, do you have anything to say to the nice people of Let's Discuss? Okay, guess not.
Were you silent or silenced?
Silencio!
All right. So,
All right, so
for
today
today's episode, we're
gonna
going to be
talk
talking about
family
drama.
drama.
When we come up with these episodes, we don't like plan or do any bullet points. I don't know.
No,
if
we
that's,
don't
like,
plan
that's
anything,
probably
in case
really-
you couldn't tell.
It's really fucking obvious to you guys, probably.
Oh, here we go.
Shit. Here we go.
Girlfriend, you know what? If you're gonna do that,
We're
then
gonna
we
have
can't
to put
sit
you
here.
away, Queen.
Put you away.
Take me away.
There's nowhere where we put her. Like,
So,
family drama, and like, there's so much different types of family drama.
And
I mean,
so-
we could do like a whole
so many episodes.
podcast
It's like
alone.
every episode that we do, we're like, we could do so many episodes on this.
Well,
is
I mean,
great.
because there's like your immediate family that you grew up with, right? There's that.
There's
For
that
like
extended
adults, that's
family,
like
your cousins and
like your trauma that you grow up with as a child, right? That like carries into your adult life and affects your inner child. Then there's like the family drama that you have, we have like as a mother-daughter relationship. Then there's extended family, like your
Which,
grandparents,
yeah.
your cousins, your aunts and uncles, and all that kind of. I mean, we have like our family dynamic. Like the Anderson-Emmons family dynamic is interesting because on both of your mom and dad's side, like me being your mom, you don't have big family. So you know how some people have like, I have 50 cousins or whatever, and you're like, shut up, no you don't, and then they actually do, or like they count their second cousins as cousins because they're so close with their extended family. We just in general have a small family. Like
none of them live in LA. They live like what, 4 or 5 hour plane ride away.
yeah, they
Both
all
sides
live in the
of my
Midwest. Yeah, and like her dad only has one sibling. My mom had one sibling, my dad had 2, and like one is already passed and one is in a memory care facility.
Yeah.
And then like I have 3 siblings, but one has passed and they live in different states and I'm only close with one of them. So it's almost kind of like I have one brother at this point. So I mean that Aubrey, you met your other uncle once. My niece, she's never met from that brother. So my point is, our extended family is small. It's very small, and it's not near us, so we don't see them much, at all.
It's we have an interesting family history and dynamic.
What I think is interesting is, let's talk about like the mother-daughter dynamic.
Yeah, we'll talk about that first.
Because I think that is historically, for many people, is what a lot of people consider to be a really difficult relationship. People talk a lot about like how mothers and daughters don't get along, how
Mommy
they
issues.
fight. Yeah, like
Especially with boys. People always talk about how it's like crucial for like a daughter and a dad to have like, or like that relationship really affects a lot in your life, and for the son it's with the mom. You know what I mean?
yeah, the
That, like,
opposite
Yeah,
gender.
exactly. So like that's why people always talk about like mommy issues.
Yeah,
you know?
they say like, oh, you marry your father, or you marry your mother. Like,
Yeah,
you
which
repeat
God,
those
I
patterns.
hope
No.
isn't true for me.
Well, and I think that's something that like
I think you either date your dad or your mom at some point in your life, or something similar, like, you know what I mean? Someone similar within your family that was close to you, you know?
yeah.
But
I mean, I think
you
a
don't
lot of
have
people
to
do.
marry them, and they don't have to be the person that you spend the rest of your life with if you're wise, you know?
And I hope that I've done a decent enough job of a. Did I say that? I was like,
No.
decent enough job
You had dream win.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay, anyways.
to help you be aware of those things so that you don't end up in a miserable relationship or marriage, like
No.
long term, because I feel like you're already aware of that. Whereas it took me into my 30s, almost into my 40s, to really realize some of the like not good patterns that I had repeated in my dating life and my long-term relationships. And now, like, I'm keenly aware of it, but I think I tried to really help you be aware of, like, some of the pitfalls that we fall into. Like, honestly, I don't know if I've ever really, I think I've talked to you about this, but, like, there's a family member of mine who, one of my brothers, who, had, like, a pretty toxic relationship, and he struggled with mental illness, and he's actually deceased now because of it. So, but, I really idolized him growing up. He was much older than me, and I thought he was so cool, and he was really popular in school. He was like a narcissist. He had a really
he was a very
charismatic, charming personality. So he was very popular in school.
He was my favorite uncle.
Yeah, he was fun.
He's super duper fun.
If you've ever known narcissists, they're fun people when they're fun,
yes.
right? They're like the most fun, and they make you feel good, right? That's like their expertise. And I didn't really realize, and then our relationship really fell apart, like, into my adult life, because he kind of, he sort of distanced himself from the family. Whatever, that's a lot of details there. But I mean, it didn't take me. It took me like well into like my late 30s to realize that I think for not every relationship,
Really?
but some of my relationships, I was like dating my brother. I was kind of like finding a comfort zone in that dysfunctional relationship, and I didn't even realize I was doing it.
Yeah, me and one of my friends were just talking about that, like how you just you tend to have a type when it comes to that type of stuff, and especially that pattern repeats within your dating history. Like if you just don't figure out what that is, like with like what kind of trauma you have or who that was in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and you always think like, oh, it's your parent, right? But for me, it was actually my brother. It doesn't have to be. It could be someone who was just very influential in your early childhood, I feel like. And
close to you, or somebody you lived with.
Yeah. And that's why I was always so, like, dumbfounded how I ended up in two, like, kind of, like, crappy relationships back to back. And I was like, my dad is such a nice guy. Like, it's not that. Like, my dad is...
I know, Harold.
He's very sweet. He's very gentle.
Turned 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a very gentle person and very,
Can be stubborn, but he's like a good person. He's honest, he's kind, he's friendly, he's intelligent. Yeah. That is not who I ended up in a relationship with. But anyway, but there's a lot. But I think, okay, so one thing that makes me a little bananas, so people definitely talk about, specifically about mothers and daughters, how they'll just like, especially like girls get to their teen years and like how they just butt heads. And one of the things that moms always, like not always, but a lot of moms say when they have a strained relationship with the teen daughters, they'll say like, oh, we constantly fight because, this and that. And they give all these, what I think are just sort of superficial reasons. But what it generally comes down to is that I think a lot of moms are afraid that their daughters are going to act the way that they did when they were teenagers. Men probably do this to their sons too. And I was a dork, so I didn't have that issue. I wasn't like a crazy teenager, so I was never worried that I was worried that you would end up like being wild, but like, I wasn't like, oh God, she's going to end up like me. And I hate myself. I didn't have that issue.
Yeah. I mean,
but I think that's really common though. A lot of women will actually cop to that.
And I think girls, I mean, like, like teenage girls kind of get it worse than boys do when it comes to like what is it called, things like curfews, dating.
Oh God, we could talk about that.
Yeah, I think it really sucks, especially with dating, because I think like even with like the dads will get really protective over like their daughters and almost like their purity, in a sense, more than their boys.
Oh,
like,
100%.
And it's not even a religious thing for most families. It's just like this thing in their brain of seeing your daughter as like this really precious and pure thing that I think fathers don't have that of their sons.
Well, here's the bottom line on that, Aubrey. It's because nobody wants their teen daughter to get pregnant.
Which is true. But I don't even think it's just that. Like, it goes beyond
I think that's
that.
Really, I think that is like at the core of it, what it is. It's that boys can't get pregnant. So
no, it's because I think boys usually, and especially like, what is it called? Fathers know how they were to girls when they were younger and how disrespectful they were to some women and all the one-night stands that they had and all these things that they did. And they know that their daughter might end up being that to some guy, which is a sad
Totally.
reality, and that is what happens. You know what I mean? But it's just something
It's the
that's
same thing.
unpreventable, and like that's why people should just be teaching their sons to be better people and to be respectful people. It's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
No,
just
it's
goes
the
both
same
ways,
thing
but
that
daughters get this
women
bad
do
rep.
with daughters. They project their own shit onto their kid because they know what they went through or what they did, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, yeah, I mean, it's here's one thing that has always driven me crazy. It still drives me crazy. I feel like I'm hearing it less nowadays, but it's still really common. Is I mean, this makes me bananas. Bananas. Is I really noticed it, of course, first of all, when I was pregnant with you, my only person that I've been pregnant with ever. And, you know, like when you're visibly pregnant and obviously pregnant, people will ask you, oh, do you know if you're having a boy or a girl? From the second you start announcing to people that you're having a girl, like whether you're pregnant, you got your ultrasound, you're at the baby shower, you're carrying the baby, like people are like, oh, is that a boy or a girl, whatever. When you say it's a girl, complete strangers, men and women, will say to you, oh, girls are hard. I'm so glad I have a boy. Boys are so much easier. Good luck. Girls are difficult. People love to talk about, and they also love
really
to,
misogynistic,
oh my God,
honestly.
it happened so much. Men would say to me, women would say to me, they also love to talk about how girls are mean. That's another thing. Girls are mean. Girls are mean. Mom still will say it to me, like, girls are so mean. They're so mean because of like the catty stuff that happens with like girl relationships throughout school. And I'm like, look, boys also are mean. Like, why do we keep labeling it as this is how girls are? Girls are difficult. Girls are mean.
Also, I find
it makes me so mad.
Boys aren't mean to their family. They're mean to other girls, and they're mean to
boys
their
are fucking
friends.
horrible.
You're just not okay. I'm sorry. Like, there's so many guys.
They're the
I've
biggest
dated.
fucking douchebags.
There
Like
are guys that I've dated and like things like that where I could tell them like they are like boys are like men who are mama's boys. It's like, yeah, you're not seeing it because it's your son, and they feel this pressure and this need to be really strong for you and to be this respectable person for you. But the second that they walk out the door of your house, you don't really know how they are. And that goes with any relationship or dynamic with anybody. You don't know how they are outside of a professional work setting, outside of their family member. Like, depending on what kind of relationship you have with that man, they're completely different with their friends.
Oh yeah,
with the girls that they date.
I think people think their sons are
different.
such golden boys, and they have no idea what their behavior is like when they're out with their dudes, when they're out with their bros and stuff.
That's how I felt about one guy that I went on a couple of days with last year. I was like, I could tell that he was really loyal to his family and a really respectable person within his workforce, and not somebody that seems very respectable outside of those two things, which are two really noble things to be: a great employee and also a great family member. But you can also just be a shitty person when that mask comes off as well.
Oh yeah, totally.
It doesn't mean they're a shitty person overall. It's just like, I don't know.
I just really, really dislike how we gender these, like, girls are bad, boys are easy. Like, and those of you who are parents out there, like, back me up on this. I hear it all the time, or maybe you're the parent who says it, because a lot of parents say it to me, and parents, like friends, and these are parents who have like a son and a daughter, or one of each, or one, you know, and it's just like, okay, like, but when we put those labels specifically, like, and they're not saying like, oh, I love my son more because he was easy. Like, they just feel like, oh, they're like easier to raise. And I'm like, are they really though? Because if you look at the statistics, I think what we're mistaking for being easy is that boys aren't, they don't express their emotion as much
It's
when
easier
they're,
to ignore
when things
their
are difficult
stress
about.
and-
Yeah. Like when girls are having issues, or you're having disagreements with your parents or whatever, they tend to like, they're going to yell about it. They're going to cry about it. They're going to like be like, oh my God, I fucking hate you, or whatever. Right. Whereas boys become sullen. They go inward. They don't talk to you. They disappear. They sit in their room for hours. Easy. Right. Okay. Boys don't want to talk about stuff. Easy. You don't have to deal with it. Right. But who ends up, who is mainly incarcerated? Who is mainly committing violent crime? Who is mainly Like, I mean, it's
who mainly abuses women within their
yes,
household,
who
and then are
mainly are
normal people on
abusers.
the outside
Yeah.
world.
And I'm not saying that women don't do these things too,
Yes,
but the
it definitely
majority, the
happens.
vast majority,
Statistically, we're not being like you
we're
know what I
talking
mean?
about
Sexist. Plain
cis
statistics.
men, okay? And that is just statistics. I mean, look it up, right? Like, so were those boys so easy to raise? Were they easier to raise? I think they're easier to ignore because they're sullen and quiet. I mean, who are mass shooters at schools? Okay, you see what I'm getting at? So I'm not saying that it's easy to raise girls or easier. It's not easy to raise anybody.
It's kind of like in Euphoria, Nate Jacobs' character, this horribly angry person has had abused his girlfriend. Horrible, like I'll say it. A horrible person overall, has been shitty to many people and has many secrets. But he's so quiet within his family until, well, he had a breaking point, but up until then, he was so quiet and his family could ignore it, and his family had so many different problems, and he had, it was him and then his brother, and they both had hella issues, and the father had hella issues too, and the mom was just there and quiet, and all the boys kind of got ignored within the show, and they ended up being horrible people, like these monsters of men, like they're horrible, like.
Look at I mean, look at like every time there's like some dude in Ohio that gets arrested because he had like 4 women chained to a cinder block wall in his basement. Like they find out like one of these girls, like women will escape, and then like whenever these guys get arrested, what do the neighbors always say? Oh, he was just really quiet. He kept to himself. He seemed like a nice guy. They always say, like, he seemed like a nice guy. He was just really quiet and he kept to himself. Okay, so that is the difficulty of men. If we're gonna say like boys are easy to raise, no. Like the more sullen and easy your kid is, you better watch out. Like quiet ones, you gotta
check up on them more.
Why don't they? Like why are like boys are not talking and boys are not discussing their feelings and stuff like that. So like I think there's definitely like a new generation of parents who are trying to be more open with their sons and daughters, but just kids in general. But I mean, I really wish we would stop putting those labels on how we raise kids and what they're like, because boys are not easy. They are not easy to raise. Puts these negative
stereotypes upon the children that we're raising. Like
Yeah. I mean, I would much rather have a kid who like cries and like throws a like emotional tantrum about what they're actually upset about, so I actually know what they're upset about. You know, I mean, is it fun to deal with? No, but at least you kind of have an idea of what's going on. And then what that all I feel comes down to in parenting is then the parents don't know how to deal with what their kid is doing, so then then the control starts. Okay, well, you're not going to do this. You're not going to wear that. You're not going to hang out with this person. You're not going to go here. You don't get your phone. You don't get to use the car.
Which all that stuff, it's so like...
It's all bullshit.
Such a thin line on like on how to ground your kid. It seems like, I don't know. You never really grounded me in high school.
I think like once you got grounded in middle school.
Like...
But it was like but I mean, like, where were you going in middle school on your own? So it was just like you can't hang out with your friends for a few days or something like that. I was
never grounded in high school, but then again, I wasn't doing like I don't know. Well, I was like whatever in high school, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, here's the very unpopular opinion. My very unpopular take on parenting. Here's my hot take. Again, very unpopular. I don't believe in discipline. I think discipline is bullshit. It doesn't get you anywhere. And, you know, and I've had friends who debate this with me, and everybody's kid is different, and I get it. I have one kid. We were together a lot of the time because of her job. And she also is not difficult or atypical in other ways. You know, like there's no mental health issues like major. There's no like neurodivergency. There's no physical.
Well, we might be a little bit neurospicy, but that's
not like I mean, like you were able to do regular school and be fine. You were able to make
Yeah.
friends and be fine. You were able to communicate and be fine. We
So
don't
we
have
have
physical
one-
disabilities. There are all kinds of challenges that other parents face, and I get that, and things may be totally different for them. But for like the general like kid population who is like a typical kid, I don't think that like, I just think that like discipline is not a thing. Like really, I rather say like, okay, well, it's all about communication. Like, because once you lay down like, oh, there's this
the discipline. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's like soft discipline. It's like effective discipline. Dare I say, you know what I mean? Because then your kid will actually want to do the thing. Or it's kind of like how my mom doesn't believe in bribery. Like, she never really was like, okay, if you clean your room, you're gonna get a cupcake. Like, there was none of that in my household.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
you just
if everyone's
setting
just,
yourself up
clean your
for
room
failure.
because you need to clean your room. Go be kind to that person because you should be kind to that person. There
yes.
shouldn't be, because there is no actual reward for being a good person in real life. You should just be a good person because you can be, and it's fulfilling because that's a good thing to do.
I did it. Good job. I mean, yeah, because like I remember saying to Aubrey when she was little, I'm like, hey, you know what? No one pays me to scrub my toilet or clean my shower or do my laundry or brush my own teeth. Those are things I do because I do them because it affects me as a human being and how I live and how I, like you do things because they need to be done, and you do things because they're expected of like to be a functioning human being, not because somebody's paying you. I'm not gonna like people who give their kids money for getting A's or for, doing well in school, for achieving things, for doing their chores. No. I mean, I think that like giving an allowance is one thing, but attaching it to chores is bullshit. Like you are setting yourself up for failure every time when the whole reward system thing, because eventually your kid, one, has to know how to do things on their own because they just need to get done. And then they get into the world and they're like in the workplace or even in like secondary school or whatever. And they're just like, oh, no one's giving me a brownie for handing in this report or for doing my laundry or whatever. Like it makes that transition into the real world a lot harder.
Yeah.
And it also, it's setting you up for, there's a specific word I was looking for and I just can't think of it because I probably need another cup of coffee, but
What? Spontaneity. Just kidding.
Spontaneity. That was it.
The word that I fucked up last episode when I meant spontaneity.
People are a fan of that word. You're getting a lot of great comments online.
Wow.
Like, oh, I love that word. Spontaneity.
Blondes, what is it called? Brunettes can be dumb too,
Oh, you're not dumb.
No, I'm
Aubrey's
joking.
not dumb. She just had a poor education.
Speaking of discipline, that just made me think of a friend.
A power struggle. That's what I was trying to think of.
Power struggle.
If everything has a condition on it, a reward or a condition, do this or else, do this and I will give you, you're setting yourself up for an eventual power struggle because at some point that kid doesn't care about getting $10 to take out the trash or about, having things taken away, because eventually they will be able to do their own thing. And like, for instance, let's say like if I said to you right now, like let's pretend you're not a legal adult, you're like 16, 17 years old and you got your own car and you're like, oh, like you stayed out past curfew or whatever. I'm okay, you've lost your car privileges. I'm taking away your car keys. You can't drive. Okay, great. So now what we've created is a wall between us, resentment.
Yeah.
I'm crabby. You're resenting me. You're trapped in the house. We're driving each other nuts. Okay. You're like kind of cut, and you've lost your social media privileges. You've lost your phone or whatever, right? So now you're cut off from your friends, so you can't vent and talk to your friends about things that maybe are bothering you right now. Okay. And then eventually, guess what? Like a year later, you're a legal adult. And if you resent me enough, you get your own car, you get your own job, and you fucking leave. And what do you have as a parent at the end of the day? You have no relationship with your child. So, I mean, that was like a dramatic timeline, like extreme. But at the end of the day, it really is like, whenever I'm trying to make decisions, like for you growing up and even still now, of like, how angry am I going to get about this? How am I going to handle this? I always ask myself, like, the ultimate goal for me is to have a lifelong relationship with you that is loving and where we actually like each other and want to spend time together and
that
actually want to talk.
That should be the ultimate goal of any parent, like, you
of
know what
any
I mean?
relationship. I mean, we have all kinds of relationships, but like, I mean, I feel like it's the most important one of your life. Probably, I feel like even more important than your spouse.
Yeah.
Because you only get to be part of your child's life for a segment of their life. And so you got to make the most of it. And I just started watching that documentary on Netflix. I can't remember. Kidnapped for Christ, I think, about these kids who basically, like, their parents pay for all this money for them to go to this disciplinary boarding school down in DR, Dominican Republic. And it's all kinds of things like, oh, this kid was doing drugs, this kid is gay and we don't like it, this kid, and it's a Christian-based thing. Yeah. And I'm like, these parents, like, do they not want their kid? Do you want a relationship? That's what it comes down to. Like, if your goal is to have a relationship, that doesn't mean you give them everything you want or let them do everything they want.
It's not a matter of spoiling your child.
No.
It's a matter of communication.
It's communicating with them so that you can it's working on the relationship, just like you would do in a marriage or dating, just like you would
what I was gonna
with
say
your dog. Like, you have to work at it.
Somebody that I know, like a friend of a friend, he was telling me that this friend that he has, she was raised by her aunt, and her aunt and I think the aunt's husband, like, they were really, like, they were military people. So how they were raised was like, oh, you didn't clean your room spotless when you came home, they would flip your whole entire room over, including your mattress. And this is, like, before they were, like, 10 years old. And, like everything in your room would be turned, all your clothes would be out of your closet just because you didn't clean the room right. Or also, they said if your phone, like, wasn't, I think, they all, like, had their own phone spots, like, on the table. And if they weren't, like, at the spots, then, like, they, like, lost their phone. And it's, like, that's crazy. Imagine you're coming home from school, and because you didn't clean your room right, everything in your room is now even fucking worse than it was before. Things like,
they were kind of doing that, and this documentary, like, they have room checks. It was just like boot camp where they had to check their space, check the hangers had to be lined up, or they would, like, just take the stuff out of the closet and check it. They would make them, like, now you have to do 10 push-ups, blah, blah, blah. Right? And, like, okay, like, I think a lot of parents think that raising kids with that kind of discipline is going to give them this foundation in life that's going to help them succeed. It's like, no, it's just going to make them resentful, and it's going to make them rebel eventually. And wait, I had a thought. I'm really, like, out of it right now. But, like, yeah, I mean, basically those types of parental controls. Oh, that's what I was going to say. It just creates power struggle and resentment, which is a breakdown of communication. Yeah. It's all about communication and building relationship. But it also is, like, I just thought of it. I was like, it's God, why? Maybe I shouldn't talk in the morning.
I'm dead.
God, you guys.
What were you talking about? Like, what did you need to say?
There was a thought that I had, and it's, like, gone now. I think because I'm having, like, too many thoughts at once. This is our neurodivergency, ADHD much. God damn it. It's literally, we'll start talking about something else and it'll come to me. So if I rudely interrupt you, that's why. It's going to come back to me.
Right.
Oh, no, I got it.
Oh, perfect.
All of that, again, my opinion, not a psychiatrist, not a psychologist. It's my opinion! Fear-based. Most parents, and I think most reward systems, most discipline, what we call discipline, it's all based on fear. And that is no way to build a relationship. So these are my philosophies of parenting and relationships in general. And I've learned this after years of doing the work. I've done therapy in the past. I've been in a couple of really horrible, shitty relationships with shitty people. Yes, they were shitty people. Sorry, they were shitty. I'm not saying that I've never been shitty, but they're shitty. And a lot of work on, like, why did this happen and how do I not have that happen again? And my experience and what my opinion is that kind of action is a form of control, and control is always based in fear. And I think ultimately parents who are controlling are doing it out of a place of love.
For sure.
They
want their
think
they
that
think
that's
is
how
what
they're
will be
showing
right.
love. And that's what's going to be best for their kids. Like, you know, it's like the classic example of like the dad like about to whip his kid with a belt. Like, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's true. It is, right? But where does that get you, right? And so that's very old fashioned. But doing stuff like flipping your kid's bed because it wasn't made right, or like, you know, taking away their phone because they didn't have it in on time or whatever. Those are just, it's the same thing as like whipping your kid with a belt. It's not any different. It's control out of fear. And yeah, and there are definitely some people who grew up like that and will attest to like, oh, I'm glad I was raised like that. I would have been an asshole without it. I was out of control or whatever.
Like what is it called?
Maybe it works for you. Great.
Like my boyfriend sometimes talks about like the things that he went through as a kid. And, like nothing severely extreme. Like he wasn't being like severely.
He wasn't being like physically abused.
He wasn't being severely physically abused, but he was like the times that my dad did put hands on me, like I kind of deserved it. Like Eric said, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like Eric was probably like hyper as shit as a kid, right?
No, Eric was hyper as shit, and also
what I'd do if I had that kid. I don't know.
No, it was.
I'd probably be like, whip your children, whip them. No, I don't know.
Yeah, no, and like, who knows? Maybe he thinks he deserves it because of how he was raised, or maybe he genuinely did just need that in that moment because, I don't know. Once again, we have like a very specific relationship, and you know, we don't have any boys in the house. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a whole other podcast for people who have kids that are really wild. I admit that. I don't know what I would do if I had ended up with a kid that was like,
because even as a baby, I was pretty docile,
super
you know?
like hyper and active. I don't know. That would be a very different type of mom for sure.
Yeah.
But I still would like to think I wouldn't have resorted to like extreme control.
I don't think you would have. I feel
physical.
I feel like you would have put
punishment.
me in a lot of therapy.
I would have put you in a lot of sports, I feel like.
A lot of sports.
Well, how do you think Eric ended up dancing probably? And
yeah, and also doing wrestling for as long as he did. And yeah, he was really good at wrestling. He also did football too. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a different kind of exhausting that parents have who have kids like that. And it's not just boys. I think it's typically more often it's boys who are like physically like, like that. But I definitely have friends whose girls are like that too.
Oh my gosh. It's like when Eric, like, remember when he was telling that story about the shot? Like,
yeah.
Shot? Oh my gosh. I wish Eric was here so he could tell you this story about. Or wait, did we tell that on the podcast? No, we didn't.
No, we were just talking about it at the table.
So we're talking about like having a fear of shots growing up when you're a
like
really little
vaccines,
kid.
Like,
and he was saying that when he got shots as a kid, he could only get them if he had his Batman cape on.
Oh.
Which is really precious, first of all, but guess what? His parents forgot his Batman cape one day. And so they showed up, he didn't have his Batman cape, and he flipped the fuck out. And what do you mean? Like, you're probably like, oh no, like he was just like crying and like, no. All of the things in the office, like he started flipping shit over. And he was like
he was tearing the room apart.
8 years old? Like 7?
5. I think we said 5.
Was he 5 as well?
Yeah, because that's when there's like a last shot that you get in like the early childhood, and then you have a long break until you get more.
Like he had done significant damage to the
doctor's office.
To the doctor's office waiting room. And so literally he said that his father just handed the ladies like $800 on the way out just because of the damage that he had caused around the waiting room of the doctor's office because he didn't have his shot, because he didn't have his Batman cape. And so with, like, what would you have done in that situation? Like, you're like, obviously my child has issues. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's hard to say, like, if you're not living life day to day with that kid, like the best way to handle it. I mean,
it's, yeah.
It's difficult because we were talking about, like, is it better to surprise kids when they're afraid of shots? Because I had a situation where I surprised Aubrey.
Yeah.
I split the difference
lo and
because
behold, I crashed out.
Yeah. She also was afraid of shots when she was really little. And I knew she had to get 2 shots when she was 5 years old. And it was like the last shots she had to get. And yes, we're pro-vaccine. Vaccines are important. Okay. And anyway, I was like, okay, should I tell her beforehand so that she has time to like prepare herself mentally for it? But then, like, will she be like crashing out for like an entire day or 2 days or whatever? Or do I just like drive her to the doctor's office and they go, surprise, you're getting 2 shots today? And I'm like, that seems cruel too. So I'm going to split the difference and I'll tell her in the car on the way. It was like 20-minute drive.
Schemed on my ass.
Yeah. And so I told her halfway
ass.
there, like 10 minutes into the drive, I'm like, hey, pal, like,
pal.
So I used to call you pal. Oh, my little pal poo. So, you know, you have to get 2 shots today, but it's really easy. And I prepared, like I used to make little videos of the dogs. We had 2 little dogs. I'd make cute videos and I'd bring earbuds so she could just look at my phone, watch the videos and listen to it. So she would like focus on that. I'm like, I have videos for you to watch. And I brought the earplugs and you can sit on my lap. And she was like, wow! She was freaking out. Freaking out.
I can like remember how I felt. Like,
and she had her little iPad mini that she was like only allowed to play with when she was in the car seat. And she was like, and I'm like, calm down. I'm like, telling her, I'm like, take some deep breaths and blow it out. She was like, she was hyperventilating. I'm like, honey, you need to calm down. And then I was trying not to laugh at her because she was like hysterical. And then I was like, honey, just try to calm down. She's like, and then she took her iPad and she went, this is the worst day of my life. She smashed it into her face. Was like, ah, and there was like tears all over her iPad.
Yeah.
But then we went. She got the shot, and she literally it was done, and she didn't even know they did it. She was watching the little dog video, like, ah, and I was holding her on my lap, and I went, "Okay, they're done," and she was like, "What?"
Like, crash out for no reason. And so it's hard to say. We have like one very specific perspective. We also don't have like. Well, I mean, we kind of had 2 when I was younger, but we also, like, now in our lives, like, we don't have, like, she doesn't have a husband. So I don't have, like, a father around the house either. And, like, you know what I hate? Let's talk about this for a second.
Let's.
I hate when women, whatever. I love when women do things. I hate when men in comment sections of girls who are either, like, wearing skimpy clothing or saying a controversial take, and they go, fatherless. That woman is fatherless. And it's like,
what?
This is like a thing. And it's like this great insult.
Whoa, I haven't seen that. Okay.
Oh, yeah. And like people have said this to me like when I was younger. And I'm like, or like me and Sienna, like when we used to like post like videos of ourselves that we like thought were cute or whatever, which might seem a little bit promiscuous now considering like I was 14.
Not cute, but whatever.
Yeah, but you know what? It happened. And it's like this thing where people are like, just 2 girls who are fatherless. And it's like.
And you're like, yeah, and?
What? Yeah, it's like, one, yeah, and the funniest part is people say that a lot to like OnlyFans models in their like comment sections and whatever. This is not me supporting like being pro OnlyFans workers. I'm just like, you do you. If you like, that's not my thing, but if you want to do that, you do that. And they'll be like fatherless. And a lot of the times, the funniest thing is a lot of these OnlyFans workers have pretty cool dads and they'll be like, actually, this is my father. And they'll literally show their dad. And it's like, it's just like this insult. And it's like, well, if that person truly doesn't have a father, you're insulting them for having a traumatic childhood experience.
Mm-hmm.
And why is that an insult? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and
you're insulting somebody's trauma, what does that do? And what does that say about you as a person?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's that kind of comment is serving nobody. Like, what's your point then? I mean, you're here watching it, so whatever.
The funniest part is a lot of these people who are probably like fatherless probably don't have one of their parents in their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, well, you're
Maybe
probably motherless.
Yeah. I should start commenting on that on guys' posts.
Yeah, motherless.
Like, I should really start doing that. Like, holy shit.
Well, and here's the thing, too. Like, you definitely went through, like, a little hoochie mama stage.
Yeah.
And, like, when you were, like, 13, 14, 15.
Angel once I reached the age of, like, 12.
Which, here's the thing. Like, not uncommon, I think, for your generation. I think a lot of your generation at that age was like...
we're the first generation to have had social media that young.
Yeah. And, like, they were all like, oh, I want to look cute, and I want to look sexy, or I want to look grown up, or whatever. And, like, so... And we definitely like had disagreements about like, I don't think you should wear this or whatever. But again, like I wasn't going to be like, if you wear that, I'm going to drown you. You're going to be grounded. You want whatever. I mean, I was like, look, at the end of the day, as I like to say, at the end of the day, is this hurting anybody? And people are like, oh, aren't you worried about like pervs are going to be looking at her? I'm like, she could be wearing a muumuu and a hijab and whatever. And men who are creepy are still going to
still-
sexualize a little girl because
You
pervs
think
are
people
pervs.
are being stopped in the Middle East just because a girl is wearing a burqa? No, they're not. Like, you know what I mean? Or if you look at
Pervs are going to be
who
pervs
was
no
it
matter
who did
what.
a museum of people who had gotten what's called, I'll say for the sake, raped. Like, there was a museum of, and they asked people what they were wearing or what outfit they were wearing that day, and it's typically normal clothes, or like for a girl, like little girls, it'll be like a regular long dress, or like pants and a t-shirt.
That whole attitude of like, you know, girls
She's
are asking for it. And like the dress codes, oh my God. We could go on. I mean, we're almost to our hour, so we need to wrap it up. But like even like the dress codes
the more
for
we
like,
get into this, the more things I could talk about that piss me off. And I mean, yeah, once you reach like 18 years old and you're wearing like some crazy ass shit out in public where you're like, damn, you look naked. Yeah, you're a grown adult. You can know better, but it's also your choice because you're an adult. Girls who are young don't know better a lot of the times. You know what I mean? It's just...
Yeah. Well, and it's not like I just let you do anything. There were some times where I was like, no, you need to change
wear
that.
Change your outfit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But because I think we had established enough of a respectful relationship with one another, like we didn't generally fight about it too much. I think there were a couple times where you like snuck over to your friends and changed your clothes and that kind of thing.
I remember like,
hey, who gives a shit? Like if anybody who is an adult in this world that didn't do that, of some version of that at some point in their lives, you weren't a normal teenager. Like that is just the role of a teenager, to sometimes want to rebel, to like test their limits, to try different things. That is just part of growing up and being a teenager, is making dumb decisions. And sometimes as a parent, not always when it's dangerous for them, but I think a lot of time you just have to like let them go and make the dumb choices, and hopefully they'll learn by it. But when they have experiences where they maybe had a negative experience because of a bad choice they made, they need to know that you're the soft landing, right? That like that they can come to you and be like, oh, I fucked this up, or I got into trouble because of this.
Yeah.
Because if you're not, then they're like double screwed, right? They got themselves into trouble and they feel like they have nobody to talk to. Yeah. So yeah. Again, it's all about the relationship. Stop trying to control your kids. They're human beings and they will be adults. So this was a little more serious episode, but it was a good one though.
A little bit more of a serious episode, and I feel like once again there could be even a part 2 of this.
Oh, totally. There's
so
a lot
many
there.
things. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everything is so complicated,
and everything is awesome. Okay.
All right. Well,
we better just wrap it up. Thanks for watching. You're super cool. Yes. We love you. Our socials and everything are growing. Our YouTube channel is growing really quickly, you guys.
So,
no.
Well, technical difficulties.
Nothing is recording now.
So, but with the sound, and Andrew will probably put...
Andrew, you can put up a photo and you can just continue with the audio.
All right. I'm Aubrey.
And I'm Amy.
And you've been watching Let's Discuss. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Let's Discuss with Aubrey and Amy.
Edited by the amazing Andrew Adame.
And special thanks to Eric Demchik for his technical help.
Let's Discuss was recorded on our couch at home in sunny Los Angeles.
Follow us on Instagram at Aubrey Amy Let's Discuss.
See you next time.